Okay, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to find a number that is, say, 3/5 of the way from -1 to 9. So if we're traveling from -1 to 9, we're trying to find something that is 3/5 of the way there. So let's see. First of all, let's take the whole distance and divide it into fifths. So let's see. That would be, starting here would be 10 spaces divided by 5 is 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? And so we got 3/5 would be, starting from here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, right here. So that's the number 5. 5 is 3/5 of the way from -1 to 9. But let's think about how we calculated so that we wouldn't actually, if we didn't want to draw the number line, or what if it wasn't a nice whole number? Let's think about how we calculated that. So we're traveling from A to B. Okay? And let's say if I want to find the distance that I'm going the whole way, then it's always end minus start equals change, so B minus A. So that's going to be B minus A. And then if we want to divide this into 5 pieces, we would divide that by fifths. So that's what we did. 9 minus -1 is 10. Divided by 5 is 2. Steps of 2. And so we're taking that distance and dividing it by 5. It's dividing it into 5 equal-sized pieces. And then we're going to multiply that. If I want to divide anything up into, say, we'll pick 3/5 specifically, then I want to multiply all that by 3. All right? Because I have 3 of them. I have 3/5. And then, of course, I need to, notice the last thing we did is we counted over from A. So I'd have to start with A plus. So let's write this a little nicer here. That would be A plus 3/5 B minus A. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to kind of simplify this a little bit more. Let's say, we've got A plus 3/5 B minus 3/5 A. So A minus 3/5 A would be 3/5 B minus, see if I would actually plus 2/5 A. So there we go. It's a slightly simpler formula there. Okay. I'm going to toss a little something else in here for you, something to think about. We could also rewrite this as 3B plus 2A over 5. And I want to think about a different way of thinking about this. If we take the average of two numbers, like I have A and B, and I want to average them. So what we do, we add them together and we divide by 2, because there are two numbers. And what we're finding is kind of like a balancing point between A and B. So A and B are sort of equally balanced. Okay? But if say I were to pile another B on over here, right? Then the balancing point would move. It would have to move over a little bit, because this isn't like actually what's happening, but this is a way of thinking about it. Because it's a little heavier on this side of the scale, so I have to move it over a little bit, right? And what if I were to add, say, maybe another B over here? Right now it's really way off. Okay? So maybe I'll bounce it back a little bit, and I've got 2 A's over here. Right? So let's maybe bounce this back a little bit, but it's still heavier on the B side. Okay? So if I calculate the average of all these, I now have 2 A's plus 3 B's, and altogether I have 5 numbers. So I end up with 2A plus 3B over 5, which is going to give me a balancing point that is unequal, closer to the B side. In fact, it's going to be 3/5 of the way from A to B. 3/5 of the way, so it's going to be closer to the b, 3/5 of the way over. If I were to switch this up, I could say, for example, what if I wanted to do a plus 4b over 5? Now I'm going to get something that is 4/5 of the way over towards b. Much heavier on the b side. Okay? If I wanted to do, say, I don't know, sevenths. Say I want to do 5/7. 5/7 of the way from a to b. All right, well, I've got 2a and 5b over 7 gives me a balancing point that's 5/7 of the way on the side of b and only 2/7 over on the side of a. Okay? So we can kind of think about finding that point that's part way through, some fraction of the way over, as a sort of an average, all right? But it's a weighted average. That's something to think about.